together this video of some face-offs in our end. This is something that we worked on every single practice, and I don't think we executed it very well on Sunday in our game. So this is something that's definitely going to dictate choices we make as coaches late in periods with face-offs in games that are close or we're leading. So I want us to make sure that we understand all the roles, and when we line up, understanding that we are anticipating a loss and knowing what our roles are on those losses. Our centerman, when we line up, is trying to win the puck back. Our centermen are never trying to win the puck forward. They are always trying to win the puck back to the corner away from our goalie. The defenseman on the wall should always be on their strong side. So on this side, this would be a right-handed defenseman. If we lose the puck or lose this faceoff, his immediate responsibility is to move with this forward. Our centerman, after the draw, their responsibility is to lock up and tie up that defenseman. This inside alignment is where we struggled with the most. On this side, the left side, we need our left winger to be slightly down off the ticks so that they can create a lane to jump through. This lane is important. We do not want to be right up on these ticks so that this winger can block us out, but we also want to have our defenseman close shoulder to shoulder here. So on this draw, when that puck is dropped, this winger is busting through, and if we lose that draw, whoever's the most dangerous man, that is who he is going to pressure. So if this forward slides, he'll go to him. If this D pinches down, he'll attack that D. If this guy slides up, he will eliminate there. That left winger's responsibility is to pressure the most dangerous man. This defenseman will lock on, and the right winger, if they lose the draw back, will come up to this D. If we lose or scrum low, we'll stay in front of the net to help out in the house. And then we'll read if we win the draw back to this guy, we'll come over and support. Those are the immediate roles on a face-off in our end. Okay, the exact same thing flips over here. We got D, who would be a left centerman, trying to win the puck away from our goalie, tying up their centerman. That is something we definitely struggled with on the weekend. We have our right winger coming down off the tick so he can bust through and pressure. We have our defenseman who is latching on, and then we have our winger who has to read face-off lost high, face-off scrum stay, face-off win support.
I'm going to quickly go over one defensive zone face-off alignment. So like we talked about, we have our centerman right here whose job is to try to win the puck back to the strong side. A defenseman on the wall who shoots right-handed. Now if we win this draw, this D is going to slide down and pick it up on his forehand and then use the net as a quiet zone. That is if we win the draw. Now what we're trying to get these kids to understand is that when we line up for a face-off in our own end, we're lining up anticipating the loss and understanding those roles. This defenseman on the wall is locking on with that winger on the wall. That is his man. If we look here, we can see that we have a misalignment. Okay, this defenseman and this winger are on the wrong spot. They should be on opposite sides. And this is where this breaks down. It doesn't hurt us here, but this is when the play breaks down. This winger should be on the inside so that he can punch through and not get held up by the opposing forward on the inside, which is what happens. This forward comes in and blocks out our winger from getting out. Now, it doesn't hurt us on this play because it ends up being a scrum that Tommy keeps possession, but just moving forward, that is something that we need to address. So if we let it play, you'll see also that we have confusion between our two forwards, understanding which side is right and which side is left. So this is something that we struggled with quite a bit in our own end on Sunday, and something that we'll continue to address. But we want our wingers to understand that doing less and staying on their sides in our own end is always going to help create more offense because there's less confusion and it's a simplified breakout. We'll see. So if I stop it right there, you can see that our winger wasn't able to come through. And on this play here, it did not hurt us, but it will in the future. And that's because we got blocked out by their inside winger because of a misalignment. Okay, second face-off on the opposite side, we have a right-handed centerman who is trying to win that puck back to the strong side corner. We have our strong-handed defenseman on the wall who is anticipating a win or a loss and coming through and picking that up on their forehand. Now, where this face-off breaks down is two things. Number one, our centerman wins the draw clean, but does not lock on with their centerman. their centerman blows by him and grabs possession of the puck. Secondarily, our defenseman on the wall was not prepared for the face-off and was not anticipating the play. So when that puck is dropped, there's a hesitation there, and he does not jump through and grab that puck. And you can see that they get an opportunity on our net because we were not prepared.
How do you get the wall? Yeah, how do you do that?
On this one here, we do not want our centerman trying to win faceoffs forward, and our left winger, who is Dylan on the inside, is too slow to get through. We have a misalignment here with the left-handed defenseman who should be on the wall in the middle, and then our wingers are also misaligned. We also have confusion with Tucker and Abram on who is playing left and who is playing right. Again, we have a misalignment with Lincoln on the inside. Lincoln and that left winger should be flipped so that that winger can get through to a face-off loss. We want to make sure that all our centermen and anybody taking a face-off is remembering the strategies that we've taught them. Coach Justin took them aside for 3 practices and worked on understanding to sweep the circle, how to eliminate a stick, and be ready to take a face-off. And you can see here that we did not recognize that, and we allowed 2 shots on net.
That's it.